Every few months, you start a brand new fitness routine, push yourself to the limit, and then eventually fail again. This matrix shows why 3 adult types fail. First, time-starved professionals lack the mental bandwidth to figure out gym routines. Second, serial starters download generic apps but quit because nobody holds them accountable. Finally, cautious beginners need safe, scalable options, not high-intensity boot camps. Mass-market fitness apps let all 3 of these groups down. They rely heavily on hype and rigid, mass-produced templates that look great on a screen but offer absolutely zero real-life adaptability. The moment a kid gets sick, a meeting runs late, or an old injury flares up, those standard DIY plans collapse. You miss one day, feel behind, and abandon the whole thing. If you're a busy adult, you don't need another fitness hack. You need to look at your specific failure points and decide whether you require a structured protocol or high-level one-on-one coaching to stay on track. That brings us to Wolflock. This ecosystem is engineered specifically to fix the exact gaps those large online fitness platforms ignore. The methods here are built on 17 years of real, in-the-trenches coaching experience. They are designed by studying the exact reasons people succeed or fail when using the biggest online programs in the world. So your choice comes down to 2 main paths: a short-term structured template called BETA6, or a premium, highly individualized system known as Elite one-on-one coaching. Both of these options require serious effort on your part. You have to decide if the structure and results they provide are worth the discipline you'll need to bring to the table. Let's start with Wolflock Elite. This is their highest tier of support, providing the most individualized programming and the strictest accountability they offer. This table lays out Elite's requirements: a premium financial investment, an application, and direct communication with your coach. In return, your programming dynamically adapts. If you face sudden travel, a chaotic work week, or physical limitations, your coach adjusts your plan on the fly. That level of real-time customization is exactly what the cautious beginner needs to train safely, and what the time-starved executive needs to keep moving forward when their schedule blows up. But there is a very deliberate trade-off. You are paying a premium specifically so you cannot hide. You are giving a coach direct access to call you out if you start slacking. If you identify as a frustrated serial starter, that uncomfortable level of exposure is often the only thing that will finally break your cycle of quitting. Elite makes sense if you want to completely outsource the strategy behind your fitness and are ready to accept relentless, hands-on accountability. If you don't need a coach watching your every move, the alternative is BETA6 Shred, a 6-week protocol focused on fat loss and rebuilding your discipline. Looking back at our table, the input here requires committing to a pre-structured, simple training and nutrition plan. There is no daily handholding. The outcome is immediate, zero guesswork guidelines. It provides a fast, effective reset for your daily habits. Because BETA6 is a set protocol, it doesn't offer the day-to-day personalization you get with Elite. It isn't going to adapt around a tweaked shoulder or a last-minute business trip. The trade-off here is autonomy. If your schedule falls apart during those 6 weeks, it is entirely on you to self-manage your way back onto the plan. BETA6 is highly effective, but it's meant for people who just need a strict, clear track to run on, rather than a bespoke roadmap. Regardless of which path you take, there is one non-negotiable requirement across the entire Wolflock ecosystem. You have to track objective data. This means completing mandatory weekly check-ins. You will be submitting progress photos, taking physical measurements, and logging your workout performance regularly. This graph shows why that matters. Tracking metrics removes the emotional guesswork of staring in the mirror and replaces it with concrete proof. Your coach uses these exact data points to make calculated adjustments to nutrition and training volume, so you never plateau. Let's be honest, logging every workout and taking measurements can feel tedious. If you have anxiety around the scale, it can even feel confronting, but it is required. Wolflock does offer a membership pause feature to protect your investment during real emergencies, but you have to actively communicate with them instead of just ghosting the program. Wolflock is a data-driven engine. If you aren't willing to honestly track your metrics, even the highest level of coaching they offer will fail. Ultimately, joining Wolflock is a direct exchange. You provide consistent effort and data, and they provide measurable structural results. Anyone seeking magic pills, casual social fitness clubs, or who flatly refuses to track data should look elsewhere. Mass market apps are cheap and easy to ignore. Wolflock demands a noticeably higher investment of your finances, your time, and your mental energy. But paying that higher cost of discipline upfront is exactly what protects you from wasting another entire year just starting over. This decision tree will help you determine exactly which Wolflock path is right for you. First question: do you have specific injuries, or does your chaotic schedule demand constant dynamic adaptability? If the answer is yes, you route directly to elite one-on-one coaching. If no, ask yourself, are you simply looking for a short-term, strict reset for your discipline? If yes, BETA6 Shred is your program. Finally, the baseline test. Are you willing to meticulously track your physical metrics every single week? If no, you need to look elsewhere. True fitness progress for a busy professional isn't about finding the perfect app. It's about taking a hard look at your real-world constraints and matching them to the correct level of structured accountability.